My name is Vanessa Perez, and I'm the director at Time for Change Foundation. What Time for Change Foundation means to me is family. It means reunification. Time for Change means providing a stable home that is nurturing, that is safe, that is supportive of families reunifying. It means giving people a second chance at life.
So when I started Time for Change Foundation, I was just trying to help a couple of women, those who were coming home from incarceration, who wanted to recreate their life.
A former drug addict has dedicated her life to helping others recover and get back on their feet. This weekend, she'll open her second sober living home in San Bernardino.
I hope to provide them with a connection to people, mentors and sponsors in the community who's willing to help them to move to the next level so that they can too become fully self-sufficient and independent. I found the way out of that rut into the American dream, and I'm leaving the door open, and I'm letting many more come through the same door that I came through.
So what really ties me into Time for Change Foundation is the fact that we are changing women's lives. And to see them come in and start off in this broken, helpless position, to be able to give them hope, to be able to help them transform their lives, that shows me that we are doing the work of the Lord.
My name is Katrina Longmire. I'm 37 years old. I'm a mother of 4 kids. Before I came to Time for Change, I had a real bad alcohol addiction. I was drunk all the time. I was high off marijuana all the time. My house was dirty. My kids were suffering. I was a bad mom. The first day I came to Time for Change, I was scared, nervous, uneasy, didn't know what to expect. I really didn't. But I'm glad I did come. Since I've been in Time for Change, I've took parents classes. I noticed that my kids, well, my oldest daughter, who I put a lot of responsibility on in my addiction, she's changing. She gets good grades. She tells me she loves me. She smiles a lot. She's happier. All my kids are happier. Before I came to Time for Change, I didn't have a structure. But it feels good to have a structure, so I know when I do live for Time for Change, I can make it without a problem.
Bed, nice, high, tall, brand new comforter sets on there, sheets on there, pillows on there, everything brand new.
Yeah, for you. This is Mom's room.
Who told you to bring
Yay, we're home.
I haven't had my own room in a long time. I've always been in the room with my kids. I haven't had my own space in a long time. Even when I had my apartment, I was sharing a room with my kids. God is good.
God is good.
It feels so good coming to work every day. I hear it from my staff. I feel it myself, knowing that we're providing these women the tools they need to get them on the path that reaches self-sufficiency, where they can have their own apartment, they can make their own money and pay for their own bills. And what we're really doing is we're giving kids their moms back.
So it's like now that my dreams is coming true, my dreams is to help other women to have their dreams come true. So we look around and we see women who have had their dreams shattered, they're now having their dreams to come true as well. And then I take a look at my team and my staff. They had dreams of helping women. They had dreams of helping transform communities, and they work here too. So it's like, dreams is coming true all around Time for Change Foundation.
My life began at the age of maybe 35 when I got out of prison to start learning how to live a normal life, which I didn't know how to live. But I volunteered for Time for Change Foundation. Year after year after year. Miss Carter's the one who guided me to recovery meetings and had said, go here to get stronger within. So Miss Carter chose me to come and work for this organization. So my greatest joy that gives me satisfaction at Time for Change Foundation is to be able to guide a client from the beginning and to see the success that if she stays on the path, she's gonna make it. That is my greatest joy that makes me feel so good, that they came in, lost, crazy, and finally the light comes on and it's like, yes, you did it, you did it. So that's my greatest joy, to be able to see them make it with my guidance, and I know that I put my all into them. And that's a dream that I love within myself. It's a dream that comes true.
We currently have 13 units of permanent supportive housing, 2 emergency shelters, and the Phoenix Square, our first affordable housing development project. We're currently looking to create an expansion project that will allow us to create more affordable housing apartment buildings.
As we have grown over the last 16 years, we have continually brought on programs and services that meet the needs of the women and meet the women where they're at.
Through our evidence-based programs and services, we provide our women with the resources they need to reach self-sufficiency. Utilizing a strength-based case management approach, our clients receive concrete support that utilizes their abilities and strengths to achieve their goals. Weekly participation in life skills, employment readiness, financial literacy, and 12-step education gives our women critical tools to become financially stable and live clean and healthy lives. Our family style model provides the structure families need to maintain their household. Our family reunification program focuses specifically on the mother-child relationship. Mommy and Me Parenting works with women to become the nurturing parents they've always wanted to be. We believe that mothers are their children's first teachers, and by spending quality time with their kids, it strengthens the bond of motherhood. Our leadership development program develops leaders through civic engagement and advocacy. We empower our women to know that their voice matters and that they can be the change that they want to see.
So they nicknamed me, of course you might have heard, evidence-based Kim. So why evidence-based? Because we need proof. We need proof that the program is working, and we need proof that we're going to continue to do what we do because it is working. So no matter what the popular trend is, we're not going to go follow the latest fad. We're going to stick to what we know works. Evidence, 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 this program is working. So we bring in evidence-based programs and services so we can provide the evidence that our program is working. So when I started Time for Change Foundation, it's like, okay, I'm going to give you a place in order to change that. I had no idea that what I started 16 years ago would turn into this. This is really bigger than any dream I've ever had. San Bernardino is experiencing high rates of homelessness. Homeless children are unable to attend school on a regular basis. I see women who sacrifice themselves, abuse, misuse, just so their children can have a place to sleep at night. So we try to reach that sister and bring her back into the fold. I myself was homeless and then out of prison. When I got out of prison the last time, I was able to go to a sober living shared housing, but there wasn't one available where I could bring my daughter. She was already in 9th grade when we reunited. I do live with this pain of knowing I wasn't there for her when she was younger. Today I'm 24 years clean and sober, and I provide housing for other people.
Okay, and you said the last time you used drugs was? What was your drug of choice?
Time for Change Foundation wraps its arms around homeless women and children, and we take them through a journey to self-sufficiency.
How many children do you have that are coming with you?
Over the last 15 years, we've created 2 shelters, 13 permanent supportive housing units, and we developed 1 affordable housing project. Ooh, look at you, Gala! We get to have nice quality housing, and guess what? We've been crime-free for 5 years.
No, you can't hold it. That's cheating.
At any given time, we're working with 45 to 50 women, and we don't time you out because I don't know how much time you need.
I left a domestic violence relationship with my kids.
So that's Poppy's mom?
Me and my kids were kind of living between my car and hotels for almost 6 months. I had nowhere to go. So I was relieved because they offered me help, and then when I got to see the house, it's a beautiful home. We had our own room, so it was just a big relief.
We don't just put a mother and her child into an apartment and close the door. There's intensive case management. We make sure that child has an educational track and they're getting their social and emotional needs met.
What is this one?
Dance.
That model of complete services and family reunification has made the difference. 90% of graduates are with their children, retain sobriety, have a job, live independently. I mean, this is a remarkable story.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We teach money management classes, and everybody has a savings that's in the shelter
Variable.
to help them overcome that barrier of having that past felony conviction or that poor credit history. We'll put our own name on the apartment that they go into. After they see this family is thriving, and eventually the landlord will allow her to have a lease in her own name.
Time for Change Foundation helped me get stable housing. They helped me get my kids registered for school. My daughter missed the first full semester of her freshman year. She just kind of jumped right in like she never missed a beat, and they put her in all honors. I feel like my kids would say that they've been blessed and that we've been given a second chance.
Homeless women and children, they are not to be thrown away. Children thrive in a nurturing environment. There's nothing that says you can't have your children and rebuild your life at the same time. It shouldn't have to be a choice.
Believe it or not, Kim never really wanted things for herself. Every time I see her working, she's always working on something for other people. So when she told me that she was going for her governor's pardon since 2005, I couldn't believe it. Because we all know Kim is persistent. She does not take no for an answer. So when I saw that she was waiting on this thing all these years, now we all know that she really is patient.
We ain't got to fight though, because God already made it happen.
Oh, it's already done.
It's already done. We just got to go show up. So, years ago, of course I wanted the governor's pardon because I was still working on trying to feel like society was accepting me back and that my debt had been paid and that people really recognized me for who I was today and not who I used to be. So the governor's pardon was on that list. So now over the years, you guys know the awards, the accommodations, and the accomplishments. I know that my life has value and that I'm doing a great job here in the community. So when I got the news that I was getting ready to receive my governor's pardon and actually get it, I was just overwhelmed. So thank you to everybody who wrote letters, who came in support, who traveled all the way to Sacramento to share their words, on behalf of me to get this governor's pardon.
I've met the women and the children. The persona changes as they progress in the program. They go from self-conscious to secure, from guilty to empowered, from angry to compassionate.
It's changing the lives of women everywhere. And these are women that we all live by. These are our neighbors. These are women that we are going to see in society. She brings the women in her program to all of the events, and you can tell Kim has put them through a rigor. And she talks about when they push back a little bit, she says, I've already changed. Now it's time for you to change.
When people get released from prison, they have a lot of choices. One of them is to move on and never look back. Another is to move on while doing all they can to help those that have been left behind. That's what Kim has chosen to do. When she was at her lowest peak, instead of her worrying about her own salvation, she chose to bring others along. And we have to forgive and forget as a result. She is my 1 million shot to make sure that our region and our nation gives another opportunity to these people because they are ours. Their story will be different because Kim Carter dedicated her life to make that happen. I plead that we pardon her and we continue to embrace her and grow her philosophy that no one be left, no one be ignored, and that we all begin to look at each other the same way. It's so vital.
I've spent my whole adult life believing in rehabilitation, believing that people can change. She is a beacon of that. So really, I implore you to give her this last little bit to make her life whole and grant her her pardon. Thank you.
I've been governor pardoned, but I know God forgave me a long time ago, and He's been using my life to help other people. But I'm so happy to get the governor's pardon. So I want to say I do appreciate it, and if it's one thing that I could use to let other women know that they too can get one, then let that be the reason I got a governor's pardon. So thank you, Mr. Brown.
Just in this last year, Time for Change was able to acquire our own administrative building where I'm actually sitting in it right now, and it's just exciting to me because we really have a model that can be duplicated. We're looking to start projects in Rialto, we're looking to start another project in the city of Riverside, and we've already expanded our offices to the Bay Area. There's so much more that we have to do, and I'm just excited that right now we're not only making dreams come true for these women and children, but this agency's dreams are really coming true. So from all of us here at Time for Change Foundation, we just want to say thank you. Because of your generous support, we are successfully ending homelessness for women and children. Your giving has directly impacted the lives of these families, and we would know that we wouldn't be able to do it without you. I'm so excited for what the future holds. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for 5 years from now, from where we're going to be, and we will not be able to get there without your generous support. So we look forward to your continued partnership in making dreams come true.
I have a dream.
I have a dream.
I have a dream.
It's time for change, and we're gonna keep on dreaming.